Hello everybody, Bill Thornton, SoCal Saber here, and welcome to today's presentation. This is going to be what happened in SuperStar Baseball Season 23 this week, and a review of the stats after 14 games played by every team so far. So let's get with what happened this week. There was some exciting stuff there, not too much for my teams, but there was. In the opener, between Seattle and Boston, the game wasn't determined until the bottom of the ninth. Trailing 3-1, Seattle fought back and tied the game up at 4-4. Then, in the bottom of the ninth, Derek Jeter hit his first walk-off home run of his career, a three-run shot to give Boston a 7-4 win. Kenley Jansen got the win in relief. Jay Howell the loss. In relief, Bill Dickey and Bryce Harper had home runs for Seattle in a losing cause. I don't know why I said Chicago. That's because I typed it there. I don't know why I typed it there. All right, whatever. Game 2. This featured the Baltimore Orioles visiting the Chicago White Sox. The White Sox were down 4-1 when they got some life, but came up short, losing 5-3. Baltimore seems to be on its winning ways again after that great start of 6-0, and then they had the losing streak. Now they're back. They won 2 in a row. That means trouble for the rest of the AL. Don Mattingly and Charlie Gehringer went deep for the Orioles, and Jason Giambi for Chicago. Cy Morgan got the win, Mark Fidrich the loss, and Al Harabowski picked up the save. Ty Cobb left the game early for Baltimore with an injury, but it's only a minor one, and he will be back for their next game. The AL finale. It's another one of my teams in here, Texas. The AL finale saw Texas hit 3 home runs, including the 5th grand slam in Joe Morgan's career, but it wasn't enough. The LA Angels got a home run from Harry Wright and a 4 RBI day from Chuck Klein to lead them to an 11-7 victory. Tough day for my Texas team there. Tom Seaver got the win, and Wild Bill Donovan got the loss. There, I said Tigers. I got my teams all mixed up in my head today. All right, moving on to the AL for today. Game 1 in the NL saw Alex Burke hit his first multiple two-home run game of his career to lead St. Louis to a 3-1 win over my Pittsburgh Pirates. Okay, so another loss. Falkenberg pitched a complete game and got the win. Steve Carlton took the loss. Pittsburgh gets a little help back because they're going to get Nolan Arenado back from injury for their next game. He provides big defense. Not all the time with the bat like he does in real life, but he got big defense in this game. Next game, my Atlanta Braves went into San Francisco for a game. San Francisco scored 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th to tie the game at 4, sending it into extra innings. My bullpen for Atlanta has been killing me this year. Then in the bottom of the 10th, Ralph Kiner hit the second walk-off home run of the day. Jeter hit one earlier to give the Giants a 5-4 win. It was the second walk-off home run of Kiner's career. Larry Walker also homered for San Francisco. Nap Lajoie hit one for Atlanta. Aroldis Chapman got the win. Mike Marshall the loss. And Francisco Rodney recorded a blown save for the Braves. So the Braves went down to my team. Pittsburgh went down my team. I did get a win with Boston in the first. Texas went down. Boston went down. Texas isn't really one of my teams. It's one I'm managing for another person. Okay, then in the nightcap for the NL, saw Milwaukee outlast San Diego for a 3-2 victory. It was a close one. Brian Giles went yard for the Brewers. J.J. Putz got the win. Cy Young the loss. And Rob Nen a save. San Diego will be without Josh Gibson for the next 2 games, who left because he left during an injury. So that was the fun and games for this week. Now that all teams have played at an even amount, the stats are done. I'm going to show you the stats and then we can so you can take a look at what's been going on in the league up to this point. Now this is for 14 games. Okay, let me get this up here. Okay, here's the Team 23 team records after 14 games. See my Boston there on top of the AL North. I could have number 1 and 2 are the AL North and South. 8 and 6, tied with the Angels. They're still not doing as well as I'd like them to do. The Yankees are climbing in there. Chicago's only 2 games behind them, so that is a really crowded division. Then we go down to the AL South. We got Baltimore, who's back on their winning ways again, 9 and 5. Detroit had caught them and passed them by 1 game. Now it's reversed again. Texas and Seattle. So right now, if the season was to end, Seattle would be eliminated, Chicago White Sox would be eliminated, and Texas would be eliminated. What happens is the top 2 teams in each division moves on to the playoffs, and then the winning team, the 3rd place team with the winning record, which would be Detroit, would move on as the wild card, and the Giants or the Yankees would have been eliminated here. All right, going down to divisions 3 and 4 of the National League. San Diego, 10 and 4, really, really good start. They get en route. Getting 20 wins in a 30-game season is a pretty tough thing to do, but they're en route for it now. My Pirates are 8 and 6 after another loss. The Phillies are 7 and 7, and the Giants are 4 and 10. Over in the NL South, Milwaukee is tied with St. Louis at 9 and 5. They got big leads on the rest of the division. The Dodgers are at 5 and 9, and my Atlanta, the defending champions, are 4 and 10. I don't know what we're going to do with them. I was going to give up, just have a lot of fun, but I was looking that right now a 7-win team would be the wild card team, the Phillies, and that's only 3 games behind. So it's 14. So it's not time to give up on the season yet. I thought yesterday it was, but it wasn't. All right, now let me show you some of the stats and everything. Okay, we'll go to the American League first, and we'll get the hitting leaders up here. Come on. Look at that. Joe Mauer and Joe Kelly both batting 400 or over. Will this last? I don't think so. I'll be surprised. 23 seasons, we've only had 1 400 hitter. That was Ted Williams. So I'd be really surprised if that happened. But we got a lot of other guys having some good seasons. As you can see, all the way down to the last guy batting over 300 is DiMaggio, which the Yankees are getting back for their next game, and they're getting Gary Bonds back for their next game too. There's Pete Rose. He leads off for one of my teams. I forget what's one right now, but he's doing a good job. 298, 365 on base percentage. Okay, let's go down and check the RBIs for the American League. There we got Mickey leading with 15 at this point in time. 30 RBI seasons are hard to get. I know I always consider it an excellent, very good year if they get 20. Excellent year if they get 25. But getting 30 is hard to get. We've had them, but not every season. So Mantle's en route. Maybe Frank Thomas at 14. He's en route. Al Simmons and Johnny Mize and Mattingly are all en route for 30 RBI seasons. Pretty nice. Let's see, will any of them get there? Okay, I got to go down here to the American League to show you their home runs. There we are. We got a jam up at the top. Al Simmons was 6, Mickey Mantle was 6, and Johnny Mize was 6. Then Frank Thomas is right behind him with 5. Then we got 3 guys with 4, Bonds, Matthews, and Mattingly at 4. So this is a who knows. You know. There's a lot of names in there you guys probably remember. Even Sean Green's playing well. He hit 3 for Detroit so far. RBIs are a little bit lower than I'd like, but like Jimmy Fox has got 3 home runs, but 10 RBIs for the Yankees. Okay, so that's going to do it for the AL. Let's go over to the NL. Let me get back up here. somebody wondering how we do these reports. This is Microsoft Access. And I'm the commissioner, and I have been since we started this back in the 80s. And so what I do every week is I go through the games on iScore, because we play it on iScore, and I transcribe the stats from the game into Microsoft Access, and that's where all the reports are. iScore is really great, but it doesn't give you reports like this. It'll give you a team report, but not an all-up report. And we've been doing this for years. So there's one of my Atlanta boys is having a very good year, and for a team that's not doing so well, and that's Tris Speaker. He's over 400 at the time. I think one of my big surprises so far in this league is Mike Piazza, batting .370. Been hitting the ball real well. Of course, he was a very good hitting pitcher, but I don't know if he was that good. Then my leadoff and second batters for Pittsburgh, still batting around 349 to 365. And then we got Nap Lajoie down here at 313. I do anyway. Here's the Bambino in Pittsburgh. Look at this, 298 average with a 459 on base percentage. And I bat him third because of the walks he gets, and then I bat Guerrero fourth. But he's not getting the RBIs I thought that he would get because of all those walks. He only got 6. Of course, it's more than Ruth. Ruth's only hit 1 home run. Okay, let's go down and look at the RBIs for the National League. Mark McGwire, leading with 16. He's on the tear for a while. He's slowed down now. The average has fallen. And as you can see over there, 211. Piazza's got 15. Johnny Bench, one of the guys that I manage for another person, the Phillies, doing all right. Sammy Sosa, down there, at 12. He was on a tear for hitting home runs. He hit a home run in like 3 games in a row. And Bill Madlock, who's slowly becoming one of our most reliable third basemen in SuperStar baseball. Okay, let's go down to the NL home runs. If you like this, go down there and hit that like button, folks. Let's keep this channel growing. Subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Push it out in your social media channels. And here's the NL home runs. As you can see, Mike Piazza, Sammy Sosa, Mark McGwire, and Johnny Bench all with 6. Those names in real life don't surprise me at all. We got Speaker with 4, Maris with 4. Ted Williams and Maris got 4. Gehrig's got 4. So Ellis Burks has got 4, and he was like a second stringer. And then he got in the lineup. He's been so well. He's been playing pretty regular. Of course, he had 2 home runs this week. Then we got Killebrew. He's got 4, but his batting average is really low this year. So that's our stats after 14 games. And we have a lot of fun doing this. We play once a week. If you're interested in joining our league for our season 24, contact me. Send me an email at w.thornton, thornton5@verizon.net. And in the subject, put SuperStar Baseball so I know it's not some sort of spam. You know, and I'll send you information. If you want a copy of the rules we use, because we have owner rules and general manager rules, we've built this up over the years to be like an owner simulation in addition to just being a dice chucking baseball game. So I'll send you a copy. You know, and you can join our league. You can partake in the next draft via Skype. If you like Skype, you can play by Skype. You don't have to be in Victorville or Temecula, California, to play the games. Because during COVID, the bad part of COVID, we played by Skype all the time because we were all isolated. So you could play weekly via Skype, and all owners do not have to play every week, but they can submit lineups if they want. If they don't submit a lineup in, the person that's present and playing their team will put in whatever lineup they feel at the point in time. And believe me, everybody plays to win, no matter whose team they're playing. They play hard to win. So again, thank you very much for the new subscribers and all the old subscribers for supporting the channel. And I hope you guys have fun watching the NFL draft tonight. So this is SoCal Saver saying take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and stay safe.